To joining me now is Gil Luria. He's managing director at DA Davidson. Gil, good to see you. Apple does end up 2.5%. I think people on Saturday certainly were expecting it might get a much larger jump. Is it enough what you've heard to give you some optimism when it comes to the future for the company?
Well, it's a little better than where we were Thursday, Friday, in the sense that it looks like Apple will continue to avoid the crossfire between the U.S. and China. If Apple isn't a matter of national security to either side, maybe they can escape some of the tariffs. So there's still going to be a lot of uncertainty. Apple's still going to have to do a lot to mitigate the impact of the tariffs that will happen one way or another. But it looks like it may avoid the really significant consequences of the very high tariffs that the U.S. and China started talking about as they started threatening each other.
Yeah, I mean, it got to 145%. It's still 20%. And, of course, as Megan just reported, we've yet to see what the impact conceivably will be after the semiconductor investigation concludes. What can they do, though, Gil, to truly mitigate it? I mean, I think 80% of their key products are still made in China.
Yeah, so they're going to have to accelerate the move to countries that are friendlier in terms of the new tariff regime in the new world that we're going to live in. That starts with countries like India and Vietnam, but it continues to Mexico and other countries that Apple is going to have to move much of its production over the next few years. It started the process of diversifying, but that's a multi-year process. So that's why we're hearing of urgent flights of planes full of iPhones out of India, is because Apple has to move away. If we are going to decouple from China, which is still the likelihood, Apple has to move away from producing in China. It has to produce as little as possible there, maybe just for domestic consumption, in order to navigate the longer term. In the short term, it has some levers, pushing expenses to suppliers, eating a little margins, passing some price increases to consumers. It's going to be a rough year for Apple one way or another.